acknowledge it. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take 30 seconds. We're going to take 30 seconds to acknowledge that life is sometimes difficult, that racism exists, that sexism is real, that sometimes simply because of your age, your gender, or just because people don't like you, you're not going to get all the opportunities in life. Sometimes you will not be able to make lemonade. Sometimes you'll not be able to make marmalade from an orange. This is a fact. Let's just acknowledge that. My name is Joie Erica Buchanan. From a Christian perspective, my fivefold ministry is an apostle. I'm also a Barnabas. I encourage people. I somehow encourage people to see the very best in themselves, acknowledge it, move forward, and live in the very best that they can be. That ministry rolls into my passion, which is life coaching. I somehow help my clients to look at themselves and achieve their dreams and their goals and their wishes. I'm sure you've all heard the basic concept of your giftings and how your giftings should roll into your passion, so I'm not going to bore you on that. I'm going to ask you today the simple question: how can you drag the best out of yourself? How can you be the very best that you can be? Well, we've already done the first thing, the basic thing. We've acknowledged that sometimes it will not go our way. We've acknowledged that sometimes we have to face our limits. Once we've done that, what's the next step? We plan. We say, okay, what we wanted did not happen. How can we move forward? We make plans that are realistic. We make plans that are achievable. We test our plans. We test our dreams. And then we go ahead and achieve them. When I was 12 years old, I came to the United Kingdom. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. In fact, before we came to the UK, we went to classes on how to behave in British society. We were taught how to drink a cup of tea. Yes. Sip, sip, pat, pat. 2 sentences in between is what we were taught in the West Indies. Indeed. How to eat a tea sandwich, never stuff your mouth. Always be ladylike. In fact, ladies don't cross their legs at the knees, they cross at their ankles. It wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be like in the UK. But then something even worse happened when I got here. I woke up one morning and I couldn't really move. It so happened that I had rheumatoid arthritis. It is a connective tissue disorder, and it meant that I wasn't going to be able to move very quickly, especially because it was very cold. The doctor said, don't worry, we have a welfare state here, and by the age of 18, when you're not able to move, you'll be able to sign on and get a check, and you'll be okay. But don't worry, and if by 18 you're still okay, by 20, 25, you'll be okay. Don't worry, we'll take care of you. This is England. Well, I'm a little bit over 20 now, right? And I'm still able to move. Partly because I wasn't going to let somebody else tell me how I'm going to live my life. I had a dream of traveling all over the world. I had a dream of making an impact, not just within my family, but in the world at large. And I was going to achieve that dream. I didn't care that some doctor, well-meaning, was going to tell me that I am limited. Amen. When you have a lemon and you cannot make lemonade, you still have to figure out what you're going to do with the lemon. My argument is, when you get the lemon, sometimes you have to make that lemon a stone. You have to throw it back to the world and say, I don't care what you define me as, I define myself as the best that I can be. Amen. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, so that's the challenge today. What are you going to do with your lemons? Are you going to throw it back at the world? Are you going to demand champagne? Are you going to demand Prosecco? Are you going to demand equality? What are you going to do?